Hey, what's up guys, Meg here. I'm going to be recording a post-commentary today in a series I played against KevinGaming64. So he does have a channel, the link will be in the description down below of course. This is a best of 5 to 0, just kind of a friendly thing. We were trying, but yeah, it's nothing like insanely serious. So it's going to be a pretty long video. The series was quite intense and was quite fun as well, so yeah. Let's hop into this. So I was debating whether to go DFA or not. I decided to go Cobra because, well, judging from Kevin's name Dartology, I figured that I probably shouldn't try and out-dart someone named by Dart, right? So I decided I'll just go Cobra, try and see if I can snag a cheeky win. So Cobra really shouldn't win on this map because, I mean, the spots are really good here. And it's kind of like a passive BIA map if you were playing Dart v Dart. So in theory, Cobra shouldn't win here, but it should be interesting. So of course, Kevin will be going DFA. He's going to be starting off with the 1-0 farm. So my goal here with the Cobra is I want to eco as much as I can, but whilst also maintaining pressure on his side, because just sending like pinks isn't really going to do much, you know, but sending leads layered with some zebras and some whites, now that's going to do something. So it's all about smart rushes from the Cobra player whilst getting eco as well, and it's also super important to keep up the Cobra farms as well. So something I kind of learned with Cobra was that you actually have to anti-stall instead of stalling, which sounds kind of counterintuitive considering that you're going eco and they're going farm, but it will be better because you're draining them more than yourself by anti-stalling. So yeah, I just sent some blues here and that was enough to force the second trip there. He's sending some pinks, we'll just get up another Cobra, and these pinks are actually doing quite a bit surprisingly, so I was debating here whether just to go for more Cobras or get up a mortar, because these pinks were surprisingly getting past. So yeah, we're going to lead down quite a bit there. Round 5, not ideal to be down to 117 lives with no spikes, but we're Cobra, so it doesn't really matter that much. We're just going to continue Cobra farming for a bit, and we're going to try and save up some money for some greens here. Also, I'm aware that he's going to send us, he can send us blacks, which would be kind of difficult to defend without burning stuff, so I decided I'll just sell some Cobras. Get up a mortar and keep up with the pressure, hopefully trying to force a bit more defense, but his trip targeting was pretty good. I wasn't really going to force much more than 2 trips with the low amount of money I had, so it's now round 7. I'm just going to send blacks throughout this round for spaced eco, whilst getting up some wide funds here. So I could send some greens, but I'd rather kind of get up a few wide funds in these early rounds, because obviously the rounds are a bit shorter than the later rounds. Okay, so round 8 is coming up. Also, as you can see, the goal of sending blacks is to be able to afford lots of yellows to send against Dart here. So I balloon boost some yellows, hoping that's going to get past the spot. It didn't actually do a great job at getting past the spot. We sent some whites behind it, and as you can see, it made him a leak, but not that much. So I don't know if it was worth sending all of those yellows. In hindsight, I probably should have just Cobra farmed instead and saved up some money for some whites and zebras later. But nonetheless, we're keeping up the pressure on his side, and he's running out of spikes now. Round 10, send a lead, force a jug. Pretty easy stuff. We're going to send some whites next round as well to force the spot. Here, yeah, okay, so he's going to send a regen lead. I'm going to get up a cannon here because I didn't really fancy leaking much more. I was already at 90 lives with no spikes. So yeah, we're going to send some whites here, and this should force us a spot, as you can see. There we go. And yeah, he's actually going to leak down a bit here. He's on 32 lives by round 12, which isn't actually that ideal for him. It kind of means that he's going to have to play a bit more defensively in the later rounds. So yeah, I decided to get up bigger blast for my mortar because, knowing me, I'll probably just forget that it doesn't have it. And I'm going to send some zebras here on round 14 to kind of blend in with the yellows. There we go. And let's balloon boost this, and it should force a tower boost, or at least in my mind it should have. Sent some whites, and yeah, there's a tower boost. Around 600 eco, around 14, with quite a few Cobra farms, so I'm playing this fairly well as you can play Cobra on this map. If I was Kevin, I feel like I probably would have just played really high eco instead of mixed eco, but it's kind of up to you how you want to play it. You could either, I feel like you probably could even pull off a BIA on this map, honestly, because the spots are just so good. Round 16, we will be sending some leads, led with some zebras, of course. He sent some regen lead, so I'll just boost that. I'm not messing around. As you can see, round 16 seems to be doing quite a lot on his side. We've forced another trip. And look, he got pretty low, but he didn't die and he didn't boost either, so well played by Kevin. Good greed there. We're going to start adjusting now. Yeah, so it's going to be kind of hard for adjustments to get through the jog spots on here, but it's still really important to adjust. And I will be sending a Moab because I know that adjustments won't be enough, and this should force a tower boost from his side. And he balloon boosts a Moab on my side, so I sell some Cobras, I get up a balloon impact, and as you can see the Moab's getting kind of far, so I do have to boost, and he boosts his side as well, so I now follow up with another Moab, and I will be balloon boosting that. Kind of interesting shout sending me a Moab. He probably shouldn't. Maybe it was desperation, maybe he knew something I don't, I'm not sure, but yeah, we do force the fan club here. Another Moab, I'm thinking I've got enough Cobras, I can just tank that, right? So I just tank that, and he sends some camo picks behind, and as you can see, I die. But as you can see on his side, if you rewind that, he was actually really close to death, so that was just very, very unlucky. Still, right now, when recording this, I'm very surprised that that actually worked. Yeah, never in a million years would I have thought that worked, but it did, so well played, Kevin. Let's hop onto our next map here, which is Ghostly. Okay, so I'm going to be going a boat boomer here, mostly because I feel like you can drain boat mortar here on this map, because the kind of idea of boomer is to you can make them die in round 13 if they oversend, and if they don't oversend, then by then you have an incredible eco. You can get like a round 20 factory with like 800 eco, and then from that point you can send a Zom, and you can try and drain them. And even late game, you know, boomer isn't great, but like it still kind of holds its own because it does have the boat for BFBs after all. He decides to start off with the grape shot before getting a farm, which is kind of weird to me. I decided I'll just tank the leaks and I'll get out my more bananas there. So I do think that my start is better. We did leak a bit, but it's not that big of a deal. So at this point, I was pretty sure that he was going mortar from the very passive start. Well, it wasn't really passive, it was just kind of different, so I just assumed he was going mortar. I'm going to send some Bloons here, which my intention is to force a faster shooting on his boat. He's going to send us pinks, that's not really going to do much. And yeah, there's a faster shooting. I'll send some pinks over the top, hopefully to snag a few lives, and then I will be getting up my plantation or sending greens to the next round. I haven't quite decided, it kind of depends what he's doing. If he goes for his plantation, I'll probably be sending him greens. If he doesn't, then I'll go for mine. And yeah, okay, I went for mine because I decided, you know, farms are cool. I'll just be aggro a bit later. Plus, you can force decent defense with just blacks around 7 anyway, so there's not really much point of sending greens. But okay, I do send greens. I've kind of forgotten what I've done here. Okay, yeah, so I sent a few greens, and it has forced a 0-0 boat. A few blacks and pinks behind should force a few leaks on his side. So yeah, okay, round 7. Sending blacks through this round will force a 0-0 boat. Sending greens, that will force a grape shot if he sends enough of them. And yeah, he did, so I'll just get that going. At this point, I changed my mind. I kind of knew that he was going Boomer because sending that many greens when you're going Mortars isn't very smart, because you kind of need to play fairly passive early game, just in case, but, you know, I'm mistaken. He goes Mortar. I carry on sending some yellows, and a few blacks behind, just to see if I can force any burny stuff on the Mortar, but I do not. So I was actually like really surprised. I was like pretty sure that it was going Boomer from, like, look at this. Who with Mortar sends this many yellows, you know? So, at this point I was feeling pretty confident. I can try the round 13 all out. It's not really a trick, but it works pretty well. So you'll see it here soon, and you'll see whether it works or not, because it might fail. So round 11, he goes for its farm. I will be balloon boosting some whites. He has to sell that plantation for some boats. I'll carry on sending. And are we going to force a boost? Not quite, but we did force a sale of the farm, which is exactly what we were looking for. We did use a lot of money though, which wasn't really ideal. He sends some camos, not really going to do that much, to be honest, so yeah, I decided I'll just tank that. Okay, so round 14 here. Let's see what past Meg has done. Okay, sends a lead. And then sends some zebras into some rainbows behind it. Balloon boosts it as well. And I set a bit of defense. He decides to just tower boost and try and defend this, and it looks like he's not even going to defend it without me having to follow up. So that is Kevin taken down in the second game. So it's now 1-1. So close series so far. He's won. What did he win? He won Hot Tub, but I won Ghostly. So it's now time for his losing map, and typically how series goes is whoever wins the first map wins, because odds are you're going to win your losing map. You play your losing map a lot, odds are you should win. So Kevin's going to pick his next losing map, which is Temple. I was considering some wacky like kind of NG stuff, maybe somehow Cobra, but I knew deep inside DFA is the way to go. I'll just play this normally and hope that my DFA ability is more than his, better than his, I don't know, but okay. You will see that I use a different dart spot, which is actually kind of crucial. I really recommend this dart spot. You'll see it soon. Both of us, of course, will be starting off with the 1-0 farm. That's the best start on this map. It's a bit of a BIA map on this on Temple, but you can get quite high eco and still get BIA just because of how good the spots are. So I sent to 252 in case I did want to go BIA, and as you can see, my dart spot is kind of different to his. So I will be leaking more on this round, but it's gonna kind of like catch up really quickly, because this dart on last is very good at handling pinks and blacks, and you'll see it soon. I'll let actions speak louder. So he sends some reds here. I was really debating whether to go for the plantation or get up some defense for the blues that he will be sending, and I decide, you know what, screw it, I'll just go for my plantation. Or do I? I keep hesitating, but nah, I do it. So yeah, we go for the plantation here. He decides to send us blues. I'm gonna start getting up my next dart here. Yeah, so he stops sending blues and he starts sending some pinks. So at this point I'll stick my my dart on first, and I'll send him some pinks, and his spot just, it kind of sucks against pinks, not gonna lie. You need 2 trips to defend pink, whereas my spot you only need 1 trip and a 0-2. So there comes the advantage of my spot. As you can see, we've leaked a bit, but the leaks are quickly catching up, and we made a lot of money from getting up our farm early. And as well, not only will it help us against pinks, it will also help us against blacks. So, as I said, I really recommend this this start spot. Anyway, round 6 is here. I just get my second dart. He starts sending some greens. If he sends enough, I'll just get up a spot, because we're going to need that soon anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And there we go. There's the spot. Round 7, we're going to be sending some blacks, of course. He's going to send some blacks at us, but that's really going to do nothing against our 2 trips, especially with this bolt to help in every now and then as well. So yeah, he's worked out, no point stunning. He's gone for his farm, good greed, but he's going to leak quite a bit down here. So he's only on 56 lives, it's round 7, so it's not really an ideal spot to be. And as you can see, his spots just aren't handling as well as my spots. So he has to get up 3 trips round 7, which is huge advantage for me. As you can see, I've got 2 plantations, and he's probably got a bit more eco, but it shouldn't matter that much, honestly. We're going to send some yellows just to force the spout there. And he goes through his farm, and he's leaking down a bit more as well. Look, he's on, what's he on now? 30 lives. Like, it's looking a bit sus for Kevin here. So it does mean that he's going to have to play a bit more careful in the mid game. He goes through his farm. I'm currently debating whether to go for my plantation or my jug. I decide going for my plantation right now would be complete idiocy, because I do that sometimes. I see that I have money, I buy a farm, and I forget that it's round 10 next, and I can't afford to jog. It happens. So yeah, we prepare our spot. Round 11, gonna send some whites, just to force the second spot. Yep, there we go. Okay, sending zebras. I probably could have got away without getting that spot, but I didn't really want to leak too much because I'm on 63 lives and no spikes besides the ones in the back. Okay, so it's round 12, 3 plantations, and a 1-0. Looking pretty good, on track for a BI. So I send some balloon boosted zebras with some whites, that will force another spot, and well played to Kevin, he didn't boost. Most players will instinctively just boost there, but he didn't, so, you know, well played to Kevin. He gets up his other plantation. I think at this point we might be tied on eco. If anything, I might be slightly ahead, because he hasn't really sent that much since the greens. So yeah, at this point I'm pretty sure we're tied on eco, and I did debate getting up a around 14 BI, and boom. And as you can see, I can't afford it, so what do? Ah, he affords it, nice. Okay, so round 15 is here. I decided to balloon boost some ceramics just to force a tower boost a bit prematurely. You know, you're not going to defend that without a boost realistically once getting a BI up. So I do think that's worth the money. Costs 900, but you know, to get a boost I think it's worth it. At this point I thought he sent a camo ceramic in that rush, so I decided I'll just straight up boost it. I don't know whether he did or not, I don't think he did, but I think it was worth the caution. And yeah, as you can see, we sent a bit of a balloon rush on round 16, and it did take him down, so unlucky Kevin, it is now 2-1. He's going on his second losing map, which I can't remember what it was now. What was it? He's going to have a bit of a flick through. I was kind of hoping that he would pick Dread, because I played a lot of Cobra on Dread recently. The video won't be out now, but I might make a video on it at some point. And Cobra is actually not that bad on Dread. So we do go to offside. It would be dumb to go Cobra here. I'll just go DFA. Give Kevin the offside DFA challenge, see if he can take me out. I was pretty confident with my offside ability, because I've played this map so many times, and most dart players do. And at the core, I am a dart player. I'm pretty versatile, but if I was to pick one strat to play forever, it would be dart. So, okay, then I send to 253. Pretty usual start. You're gonna see the start that I use. Personally, I wouldn't recommend it. It's just something I've gotten used to. There's definitely better starts out there. But you know, if you're used to something, maybe stick to it, because it's always good to have a routine. That way you kind of know what's going on. Anyway, round 3, just kind of chill stuff. I'm gonna start preparing this this dart here. Not really much reason to. Maybe he could agree to a plantation, just to be a nuisance, but I don't really recommend BIA on our side, to be honest. So yeah, as you can see, I have a bit of a unique way of defending pinks. I put my dart in the front on strong, and that slows down the pinks. It turns it into green, into yellows, so then the Trip Dart can do more damage to them. So that's kind of the idea. As you can see, I think Kevin did use a spike. So if you add 20 to our lives, that's 139. So we are actually 9 lives ahead. So maybe it did pay off. I'm not sure. And I do send to 270 because I want to save up money for some greens. That's kind of the idea of the start. Just be really, really aggro with greens. So you can benefit on the farm, which I thought was a complete mistake. I was debating whether to use a balloon boost now or just save them. I decided to save them. Probably in hindsight I should have just balloon boosted, and that probably would have forced a tower boost. Or maybe have settled the farm, I'm not sure. It would have done a lot more damage if I had balloon boosted that, so if I could, I would have changed that about this game. Round 7, just going to continue the pressure, sending some blacks. I love my eco. If by around round 13 I'm not like 400 eco, then I'm kind of disappointed with the way I've been playing. Usually I like to play for like 450/500 eco. But yeah, I'm a very, very aggro player when it comes to dart. So it's pretty easy to choke when playing against me. So we got the spot because he did send some greens, and we're going to send some yellows here just to force his bolt. We're on 400 eco exactly, very nice number. And we will be going for another farm. No? Okay, I think what I was worried about was him balloon boosting some yellows at me. Because it's happened quite a lot before. Round 9 you tend to balloon boost some yellows. I decided I'll send some yellows with round 9 AI just to force a second spot and get a bit of eco going. And yeah, there's his yellows just to force another spot as well. I probably should have just gone for the farm. I don't really know what I was thinking. I was just really worried about balloon boosted yellows, but realistically wouldn't have happened. So round 10, gonna get up a jug for the leads of course, and round 11, gonna send some whites. Fairly routine stuff with DFA, but it can change up sometimes with the style that you're playing. So we force that spot there. Really crucial stuff is just trip dart targeting, keeping it on last, close and first, just to catch as many leaks as possible. It's not difficult, it's just something to keep an eye on. I decided to balloon boost a butt ton of zebras to force a tower boost, and yeah, there's a tower boost. He's on 30 lives at this point, round 13. It's looking a bit sus for his side. We're a tower boost ahead as well. He's going to balloon boost some zebras at me. I get up a third spot, but it looks like it's too much, so... Ooh! Okay, I stand corrected. Past Meg actually played that really well. I thought I boosted to that, but I didn't, so nice one Meg for not boosting that. Getting up a third spot is usually enough. Okay, anyway, we go for our plantation. I think we're probably similar eco. Maybe he's a bit ahead because he has been sending a few space rainbows. So round 15 is here. No point sending regen loads. Regen loads just really, really suck on round 15. And as you can see, I went for the plantation. Decided I'm more than happy just to boost round 16 if I have to. And yeah, just boost that because he sent regens in. It's gonna balloon boost the camo ceramic. I get range and spike, and that's more than enough. He tower boosts as well, and round 17 is here. He's gonna send some regen leads. So what does Meg do? Meg gets up another jug. And what does Meg also do? Meg also almost dies, but he survives. Okay, so we've got 2 jugs. It's better to get another jug rather than smoke spam against regens. So yeah, balloon boost some lead into some zebras. He's going to balloon boost a rush at us. That's going to do pretty much nothing. Okay, so yeah. Also I thought. As you can see, we did die there. The reason for that, I think it was just my jug placement. It kind of chased to the front instead of down the straight line. So I think if I was to change anything, it would be moving my spot up so then it doesn't hit the second curve. So at this point, I didn't really know what map to pick. I just told him, "Can you like flick through?" But I do actually decide on Dread, as you'll see soon, and I also decide on Cobra because I've been playing lots of Cobra and Dread, and it's surprisingly effective. Like, it actually is, because if you can anti-stall hard enough, even on maps that are long, you can do really well for yourself, and it does mean that regens can be a bit of a nuisance on long maps. But if you were tryharding in the series, I wouldn't go Cobra, because ultimately Dart does beat Cobra here, but I was pretty confident in my Cobra ability, and I didn't think that he'd be able to defend it. And plus, I knew that Kevin had faster micro than me, so I didn't want to take it late game with Kevin. So Cobra is probably the best way to answer that. If you think you're going to get out microed, go a strat that isn't particularly micro reliant, like Cobra. There's not really much micro involved with that. So yeah, round 1, gonna get up some Cobra boys. I'm gonna try some Cobra timing. So basically you get up your Cobra, and when he takes his 3rd shot, you place your 2nd Cobra. I can't actually remember whether this Cobra timing works or not, but that's kind of the idea. Place your 1st Cobra straight away, place your 2nd one about just before its 3rd shot, and boom, okay. And perfect. So, as you can see, the round has ticked over on round 24. Enough time for me to get my 2nd wide funds, but not enough time for him to get his extra banana. So, he's going to send the 258 eco start, which will mean I do have to get out my mortar instead of a 3rd Cobra. And here, it's kind of a tricky one, whether you want to eco or Cobra farm. Because Cobra farming is really good. Like on Dread, you have to anti-stall the hell out of the map. So Cobra farming is good because, you know, it does help with that. It shoots the Bloons at the front. But yeah, I will be sending some blues here, just to make sure that he's not getting a bit cheeky on me and going for his plantation. You know, gotta keep him on edge, force that defense, keep the pressure on. He's gonna send some pinks at us. It will do some stuff, but, you know, not enough, so he stops sending and he gets up another dart, which was enough for me. I'll send some pinks and I'll start Cobra farming again. I decided I'll just max send pinks because for some reason the darts were chasing, so I might as well snag a few cheeky lives, and plus it's, you know, it's decent space to eco at the end of the day. So, round 6 is here. Send some blues into some greens for the layering. He's going to send us some blacks, which will force the burny stuff, so we're done there. Kind of keeps the pressure off his side. Means that the greens won't be as tricky to defend. I decided to send some constant spaced blacks here, and that will force another dart, so I was pretty happy about that. And I decided I'll just Cobra farm for a bit. Round 8 I might be a bit aggro with some yellows, I might even balloon boost it. Sending blacks here, I guess that was just Kevin's based ecoing. I think he knew that I wasn't going to do anything. So yeah, we saved up a bit of money, we've got a few Cobra farms going, 400 eco, not bad. And he's gone for his farm there, so that was something kind of key to keep an eye on. And I decided to balloon boost some yellows. And I'm more than happy to sell a Cobra if I have to, so yeah, as you can see, I sold a Cobra just to keep up the pressure. Doesn't really hurt me as much as it hurts him. It does force a tower boost. Balloon boost some yellows at us. I'm not really sure about this, honestly. Regen yellows as well was a huge waste of money. Not really sure what the intention there was, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not going to overanalyze that. I think it's misplay, really. Send a lead to force the jug, of course, and keep on getting up some Cobra farms. So he sends a regen lead, so I'll just respond with a bomb, just in case, because I don't want to, you know, like choke to any round 11 rush they may send. So I send some whites just to force another spalt. He starts sending some regens, so I decided to set a Cobra for a bomb there, just to be extra safe, because I really don't want to choke it. It's the last game of the series. It's now 2-2. Round 12. You know, gonna need that signal flare. I was waiting for him to force it, but he didn't force it in the end, so I decided to get it up anyway. Didn't feel like leaking a green that I didn't have to, so round 13 is here. I'll carry on the Cobra farming. And round 14, of course, you know, you're going Cobra, you've got to be aggro with some zebras at some point, so He actually counter balloon boosts a rush at us, which, you know, again, not really sure on this one. If you're gonna eco, if you're watching this, Kevin, if you're gonna eco, I think some whites is a bit of a better play than zebras, because whites are just a better value for eco. And, you know, against bomb and Bernie stuff, zebras aren't going to do too much. Anyway, Kevin is still a good player though, like not to roast him or anything, you know. So round 16 is here. Of course, going to send some leads with the AI. I'm actually going to send a few regen because it's pretty easy to not boost this round. Send a zebra with some whites behind it, and he's sending some regions at us, so I'll just, you know, I'll boost. And I can't remember, is that his third tower boost? I don't remember. That might have been his third tower boost, but I sent some regen leads, which will force an ODS, so yeah, pretty good there. I think we actually we forced a, we forced the sell of the farm for that ODS. 740 eco, not incredible, but it's enough to give us some decent money mid rounds every now and then. So he balloon boosts more region leads. I wasn't really comfortable boosting this, just in case he tried any shenanigans with like camo ceramics or camo pinks or whatever, so I decided I'll just go up an impact. I'll need it anyway on these upcoming rounds. And as you can see, we've started adjusting now. That's round 18, well, round 19 now. So it's going to be interesting to see if Kevin can defend. Even on this map, you kind of need a Spectre or like 6 jugs and a boost. That will also work. But in an ideal world, you need to be able to afford a Spectre. That's like the ultimate thing. Okay, round 20 is here. You know, just more Cobra farming, more just pressure on his side. I decided I'll get up a few wide funds, and yeah, it's normal Cobra shenanigans, no special stuff at this point. There's going to be constant pressure on his side for a while. Maybe I could have sent a Moab because, you know, blended with the ceramic AI, it probably would have forced a fan club, because I think he is out of boost at this point. So, you know, sending a Moab wouldn't actually have been an awful idea with like round 21 or round 22 AI. But I decided I'll just keep adjusting anyway. I like my eco, don't really want to damage it, and I just invest entirely into balloon adjustment. No cheeky like, what's it called? What is it called when you like use Cobras to send balloons sooner? Offensive push. No cheeky offensive push, is just straight up adjustment. So as you can see, the balloons are, you know, kind of doing something. You know, not too bad with some ODS micro. It's going to be no issues at all. Round 22. Again, just more pressure. The golden round to look out for is round 25, which is coming up. That's going to be the round that you need the Spectre up. If you don't have it up by then, you're screwed. And especially if you are Kevin, because you don't have a boost at this point. His farms are looking okay. By round 23, you either need an incredible eco or a factory. It's actually, I'd be interested to see what eco Kevin did have here. Admittedly, I just don't know. Probably around the same as ours. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was, because he did play fairly aggro with regen leads, which, you know, leads are decent eco. As you can see, the pressure on his side through round 23 is increasing. He's been forced to get up another jug before going up for its factory. So he's got 3 jugs and an ODS round 23. Like, not much more you could ask for. Just carry on adjusting. By the way, I don't actually know what the maxed adjustment number is. There is a number of Cobras where you don't need to get any more. But I didn't actually know that number, so I decided I'll just go for as many as I possibly can. He sends some regen, no, he sends some camo pinks. I'll just boost that. I'm not having a repeat of Hot Tub, not today. So round 25 is coming up here, and it's going to look a bit scary for Kevin. He sends us a BFB, so like, okay, I'll just get a few misdirections and I'll be fine. And as you can see, watch the side carefully. It's looking a bit sus. He gets up a fan club, but no, Kevin dies. So the round 25 adjustment was too much. Could he afford a Spectre? Maybe, I'm not sure. But he decided to send us some BFBs, and that will be a 3-2 to your boy Meg. Again, you know, check out his channel. Really good stuff, commentary and that. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and peace.